We've discovered a little bit of a grassy knoll-type hillock here at the back of the Livid scenario, where 35,000 young people are currently enjoying themselves to the fullest, and a young man named John from the band Cake is joining us here on the grassy hillock. How are you, John?
Oh, you know, it's a fine hillock. It seems like it's pretty solid. We can stand on it.
It's pretty rare to kind of have this clean ground in. I mean, if you look out there, it's covered in beer cans and that kind of thing. Can you recall another festival that you may have played that, you know, is really hectic? Do you do a lot of festival dates?
Well, I try to do as few as possible. But you know, they seem to be, it's all about exuberance, and there's obviously some waste involved when you have exuberance.
And are you not very keen on waste?
Well, you know, it's inevitable. You know, when we're so prosperous, we have to waste things. But this is a celebration of, you know, of a lot of things: ability to procreate, being healthy, and being able to have beverages in disposable containers.
She doesn't care whether or not he's alive. Well, they laugh, they make money. He's got a gold watch, she's got a silk dress and healthy breasts that bounce on his Italian leather suit.
A band comes along, they play for a few years, they get a few radio hits around the world, and then they're suddenly on these huge tour festivals. Is that a fair way to describe what's happened to Cake?
I don't know. We've actually been around for about 6 years or so, and it's been so gradual and so incremental that you know, at first, you know, maybe 4 or 5 years into, you know, existing, or we started doing festivals now and then, and now it's a little bit more often because of, you know, the more interest. But it's you know, it's been it's kind of like putting a frog in lukewarm water and then putting the fire underneath it, and the frog swimming around, and gradually the temperature is increasing, and they don't feel it, and then suddenly it's boiling, and we're saying, God, it's hot in here, isn't it? And God, there's a lot of people out there.
Do the people freak you out, or is that kind of, you don't think about it, or like, I don't want to be the one to say, hey, there's 35,000 people out there. But
listen to that, that's a frightening sound.
It scares you?
Yeah. Well, no, not really. I compartmentalize it. It's sort of an abstract idea. These people I'll never meet as individuals, so
that's probably the best way to deal with it. This is the last date on your tour with Even around Australia. Where are you heading off to after this gig?
We're headed toward Japan, toward Tokyo. Yeah.
Wow, have you been there before in your life?
Yeah, I've been there to do interviews, but we've never played there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to, have you played in other countries where people don't speak English and they're going, you know, whatever's Japanese for cake? Itsibaku, I think it is.
Yeah. Gâteau in France. We're pretty popular in France. Yeah, but they all speak, you know, not all of them, but they speak English pretty well, and our song lyrics are really clear and easy to understand, so naturally we're sort of a good, an appropriate music form for them. You know, Germany, I never will forget the interview I had with a German journalist who asked me, your song, friend, is a 4-letter word? What do you mean by this? There are 5 letters.
To me, coming from you, friend is a 4-letter word.
Now, have you found yourself playing with any of the same bands that are playing here today, such as Wiener Veruca Soul or Devo even?
Never played with Devo. You know, I've met one of Devo before. Went to a Devo concert when I was a kid.
Wow.
Was very impressed by their stage antics. And also some of their gadgetry on stage was very exciting. But yeah, we've played. God, we've played. You know, I think we've been on some of these big bills with a couple of those bands, with Ben Folds 5, and who else is playing?
Veruca Salt, Reef, Dinosaur Jr.
No, actually, haven't played with any of these. This is, you know, in the States it's a little different. There's a different, like, limited deck of bands that are chosen for the festivals.
Well, have a good tour. Say konnichiwa to everyone in Japan for us. And John from Cake, thanks for taking time with us.
All right, thank you.
So many nights just thinking how you done me wrong. I grew strong. I learned how to get along, and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that hell look upon your face. I should have changed my fucking lock. I would have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. I'm trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart, and I've spent oh so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry, but now I hold my head up